down to Valley. Interesting play. Flippy on sniper picks off bybben straight away, and now it's actually a counter sniper as well from Cookye. Just noticed that both teams are electing to run sniper on this middle, and Flippy's going to try and peek through. Oh wow, sick shot! Peeks through the sort of well in the middle there underneath the little window, and picks off Cookye. He just wasn't looking there, and K3 super low, almost dies to the bomb in of Darn. But this heavy sniper was something we knew that Punchline might run, especially if they lost a round. And it seems to be working for them so far on this middle, Greg.
Yeah, definitely. They just changed it completely and changed the whole dynamic. bybben was kind of assuming there wouldn't be a sniper and was playing like a really passive scout role, just like standing still and jumping on that little hut, and eventually just got sniped straight away as in comes Cookye and snipes Captainhax above the point. So maybe it's a game of the snipers now, Admirable, and it's moved along. No longer the game of the demo men, as actually Cookye gets another one onto tech. Flippy hits one as someone gets Uber. I don't know whether it actually connected or not. And actually, bybben does manage to take down Plapla, and there's just 3 players left alive from Punchline. They completely mess this Uber up, and K3 goes down thanks to kaidus bomb in. There goes Flippy, and just Flinn left alive, and there we go, Admirable. Really, really nice play. What did BFF do to actually, you know, pull that out really, really well?
Well, they just had a man advantage there, but I mean, I don't know what K3 was waiting for. Obviously, I'm probably not the best medic in the world, but right there, his heavy was not going to be able to back out. He had to Uber him if he wanted to keep him in the game. There was no chance that they were going to escape, especially with the height disadvantage. He dropped him. He dropped plenty of players so far, and like if he'd Ubered, they could have escaped. They were definitely outnumbered, but he just meant there was no chance. There's an NG here from Flippy. He loves to run those NGs, but gets taken down from Cookye. He seems to be going full-time sniper now in response to that middle snipe from Flippy. But Punchline are cleaning up here as half of BFF get forced out and the other half just get sent to the cleaners there. Destroyed, Greg. Destroyed.
Yeah, they all came through the same choke pretty much and just took the same amount of damage from everybody. And even though they had like advantages left and right, they just lost them all really, really quickly. And then Plapla pulled out another reflect kill, and there we have it, really. Mirelin switching to crit screeg actually, so it looks like they want to push back into this if they can. K3 is actually on 90% Uber, so he's very, very close to having it. But if kaidus comes around choke, no, he's not going to do it, and then actually kaidus goes down because he peeked a little bit, and Cookye then picks up Flippy, who's pushed forwards, and Cookie's really, really far out in the enemy big door at the moment, so if people come through that choke point, he's got free reign, and actually they do Uber straight through, so that means there's going to be a crit screeg advantage for Mirelin, who's on 90% now. They lose quite a few players, so there's, you know, just 4 of them left alive. They do pick up Plapla, but they lose another player, I think. No, I take that back. Oh, they do pop the crit screeg. Captainhax just walks around choke and dives. Flinn actually managed to deal a lot of damage through that choke point, and it feels like this Uber's not going to get anything else out of it. Or the crit screeg, sorry, my rival.
Yeah, Zebbosai was holding choke with Mirelin, but he just turned away for some reason. He was like looking behind him, and in that second, Captainhax walked in, hit a big meat shot rocket onto Mirelin actually, and I think Mirelin thought he was going to hit the second, so he had to pop off that crits in defense, allowing Zebbosai to take him down, but really not the situation. He wanted to pop off in there, allowing K3 to get back into this Uber battle, although it's getting really scrappy now. K3 has had to run away, and he's just found a soldier to build with here, but it is a crit advantage actually for Mirelin, because the healing, the building just hasn't been good enough. The Uber charge just not built fast enough for Punchline, but they should have it in time to defend, because oh, Sky in behind! Ooh, he just takes some big damage there from Flippy, but that was pretty optimistic to run against 4 or 5 fully buffed heavies there, Greg.
Indeed, actually going to Uber through now, and they're not Ubered yet. The crits hasn't come out. No, the crit still hasn't come out actually, so they've Ubered for no crit screeg in return, so we're going to have to flip over to kaidus very, very quickly. And he's actually swapping over to big door as we're watching him now. They're going to pop the crits. There it is. First sticky. Where's it going? Not going to hit anybody. He's going to leave it there for the moment. He's still not got any kills with the crit screeg. Darn takes down tech, but goes down in return. And actually that crit screeg has done nothing. Mirelin goes down. In comes kaidus onto the sniper. The medic even of K3, but K3 rocket surfs out. And is he going to be able to actually get out of here? They lose a lot of players. Wow. How did Punchline lose so many players after they came out so well?
I think maybe just their medic was far back. They'd taken some damage, not exactly from the crits, but from the other players on the flank. Just didn't get those hits, didn't maintain a position there, and then big snipes as well from Cookye. He's loving that scope today, man. He's just going for it all the way.
Yeah, indeed. I think he just hit a like almost fully charged body shot there onto K3. K3 went down to 7 HP or something like that. As kaidus picks up a sticky trap, and actually Flippy's stuck outside of sniper going down, so that's 2 players that Punchline have thrown away already. and it seems like they might have a chance to actually push in and make this 2-0 here, Admirable, rather than messing it up. I think at the moment it's looking good.
Check out Cookye, he's coming in on that riverside, he hasn't been spotted yet. He's got his charge shot here, he's going for the body shot, but he can't find K3, fires off onto a soldier there I think, but doesn't get that medic pick, and that's just what BFF are looking for right now. They're sending players in, they bomb Darn in to see if they can get a prospective pick, but it doesn't happen, and now they're trying to beat out another pick from Tech here. He gets dangerously low up there on that middle balcony, but he has to drop back and get healed up by K3. And it looks like Punchline are thinking of pushing out here on this one player advantage, but Flinn takes a lot of damage and that is going to slow things down. They're just going to have to hold up here. They've got to be wary of Cookye though. He's on Riverside. He might peek forward again and try and get that shot off the K3. I think we're going to see a lot of distraction, maybe spamming from different angles here from BFF to try and just force out an error from Punchline. It's tense, Craig. This is tense.
Yeah, indeed, but nice double rocket spam, stopping Cookye from getting in, actually peeking it, and actually Flippy goes down. Don't know whether he was trying to be aggressive or not, and it means that BFF are going to push in. That's a one pick advantage they needed. Uber's triggered. Uber's in return now, so we're going to have to see what BFF can do with this as they try and back out. Kaidus got a nice carpet of sticky, and now Flippy's about to spawn, so it's going to be... Actually, they get a frag, so they might not push in anymore. K3's really caught out of position, actually, in the sneaky underneath sort of area, and they're losing a lot of players here. As, wow, I was not expecting that, as Flippy and Captainhax just go and destroy them on the riverside.
Yeah, I was watching that thinking exactly the same thing. That BFF had done a great job and Punchline were playing that one terribly, but just that flurry of frags comes in and Kaidus goes down really late, and that's going to make it difficult for him to hold middle. They're going to have that sniper of Cookye, but Punchline have the opportunity to just muscle the way in here. But Captainhax goes for a pick, hiding up there on the sign, gets spotted pretty much instantly, and that will slow down the Punchline aggression ever so much. Kaidus is going to be able to respawn here in 2 seconds and get back into hold, but they might just push ahead here. BFF are going to strong arm it. They've taken out Captainhax, that's their collar down. Take down the demo man of Flinn as well, who's just out of position. Flippy throws his life away yet again, and it looks like BFF have just turned tragedy into triumph. It's only 1-0 here, Greg, with 17 minutes remaining on the clock. This is VanillaTV. If you join us, this is competitive TF2 at its best. And right now we see BFF pushing in with a big Uber advantage. Greg, talk to me.
Yeah, sorry, Admirable. Yeah, they look like they're going to try and come in that top sort of area. Actually, Cookye gets a pick, so that's definitely going to push them straight in. They're going to go Riverside this time. Leading with 2 soldiers and leaving Kaidus behind to spam. Zebbosai takes the Uber straight away, jumps straight into the heavy, gets like juggled a little bit so he can't get the medic kill. And actually they haven't got very much out. They're losing Darn. This is an awful Uber here, Admirable. Straight on Riverside, but just did not work at all. Tech takes down Kaidus as well, and actually Punchline did force the Uber. I think so. Kaidus may be going in, force the Uber, but they've lost so many players right now, and Punchline are going to push straight out onto the second point and just cap this out pretty much.
Yeah, Punchline were all really low for just a second there, but they managed to get enough med packs and heals from the medic K3 to be able to push out here, and push out they will. Cookie's going to respawn. I'm interested to see if he stays sniper for this middle, and he will. This is just a great opportunity to be defend the middle and have a sniper. It pretty much forces you to pop that Uber off, unless you've got balls of steel. That's something I struggle with. Red Chalk always giving me abuse. You know, if you're playing against Cookye, man, just gotta pop it off. But BFF are actually Ubering in first. They have that Uber advantage, and K3 might get caught out here. He's being chased around to the tank, Greg. That's just maybe sloppy positioning there from Punchline, and Tech goes in, dies as well. Flinn going for that medic. Flippy picks up a headshot, and another one.
Oh my god!
Cookye on the flank takes down Captainhax. It's going to be sniper versus sniper, but meanwhile, Kaidus is just saying, no fun for you guys. He's going to spoil their party. No sniper on sniper action. But look at this! Flippy sneaks around the big door. In an interview with Tech, man, I did an ETF2L, you know, just a bit of self-promotion there. He jokingly said that Flippy had a massive ego, but I seem to be seeing this a lot, that Flippy just thinks he can go into any situation and kill everybody. And it's not exactly working out for him. He is in a bit of a crazy position here. He's going to try and sneak in like a spy sniper or something, try and backstab the medic maybe. But
he hit a headshot to Darn, but Darn managed to survive it, and there's a scout coming onto him, and there we go. They finally clean him up. But he wasted so much time behind them. It doesn't really matter as both teams were building Uber, but wow, that was really, really strange. But one thing I would just want to say at the moment is that, you know, BFF having a really tough time pushing into last, but on the, you know, on the other side of it, Punchline have it's taking really hard for them to push into the enemy second. BFF are doing a really good job of holding it. But actually here comes the Uber straight in. They've Ubered 3 players in. In fact, they're going to Uber 4 players in, and now there's a counter Uber. Darn goes straight down on the point. Sticky's all over it from Kaidus, I think, and actually they lose.
Kaidus jumps on the point! everybody pushes out, Kaidus jumps behind, picks up the medic. Inspirational play there from Kaidus, wow. Great timing, Greg. I'm not sure if you caught that one, but just as all Punchline went to use that tiny Uber advantage they had to push out on Riverside, Kaidus jumped over their heads, lands on the point, and lays down a force field of stickies, not allowing anybody to block in there. That was absolutely sick.
Yeah, and we're back on middle, of course. Really, really nice play from Kaidus there, and now we're going to be back on middle as both demos. Well, that's in fact Kaidus going choke, the other demo going Valley from Flinn, and Kaidus is taking quite a lot of damage at the moment. Meets up with his medic now. Sniper's still in Valley of Flippy. That's what Punchline are going to be waiting for at the moment. They haven't really got much up to the top. Actually, Scout flank takes down K3. Captainhax goes down. Cookye takes down Flippy. Beaver and Darn go down. So does Kaidus, but I think this is going to be enough so far for BFF. Tech and Flinn, the only two left alive, both pretty healthy. As that soldier's coming in, he's going to get just taken down surely. There we go, but Cookye gets a buff and comes in and takes them both. Admirable.
Yeah, keeping Cookye alive has always remained priority. Dunk always used to say that after the initial middle fight, he would just only heal Cookye when he played for Infused, and it seems to be the policy of Mirelin there. Zebbosai jumping in, doing enough to distract, but Cookye with the cleanup, man.
Yeah, indeed, but let's talk about that last push again. Do you reckon that's what BFF have been planning, you know, getting Darn onto the point just for some cap time, and then just Kaidus going in, the other team overextending, Kaidus going in and capping it, or was that him getting
I think that was
mad?
the plan. I think that was just Kaidus, creative play from Kaidus. He loves to jump and surf around. Maybe he just saw an opportunity. I'm not exactly sure where he jumped from, but it worked out well for him. I think their main plan was just to get a soldier on the point and sticky it, but like K3 Ubered and denied that. Whoa, K3 goes down though. Kaidus, super aggressive, does get picked off himself. I think that's probably a decent enough trade, but they haven't got any time on the cap point yet. BFF are sort of struggling here. It's Mirelin and Darn Sniper here, and Flippy manages to pick him up 2 shotgun kills from Flippy on Engineer. He loves to run that sentry on last. He's actually got a sentry deployed in lower, but he deaths it there, and he could do with it right now because he's up against 2 scouts, and Engineer just... I'm not saying it was his fault necessarily that the rest of his team died, but maybe he would have done better as a scout. What do you think, Greg?
Yeah, I definitely agree, but I have to say that Kaidus' Uber, like the Mirelin's Uber on Kaidus, like they Ubered in Zebbosai and Kaidus into bottom lobby. Punchline were in top lobby and they just ran straight back, and the Uber did really nothing. They lost Zebbosai, who got dropped, and then Kaidus like somehow managed to get in main, got juggled up enough so he could put a sticky onto K3 and take him down, like the most perfect final sticky you could get. And that in itself is why Punchline kind of messed up that push out.
Yeah, you give that Kaidus guy an inch, he will take a mile. Really nice opportunity taken there, and now somehow things have managed to stabilise again, and they did manage to cap that CP4 BFF again in the driving seat. 2-0 up here.
Sorry to interrupt you. Actually,
There's
Darn
a back cap
and Zebbosai
well,
both went into water. Oh yeah, there was a back cap going on. So this means that the whole BFF team's coming back. Beavens comes straight in behind Flippy. Flippy having no idea. Nice little 2-shot, easy into the back of Flippy. And that's a player down, but it does... Oh, in fact, Punchline have Ubered in bottom lobby here. This has not gone well at all from Punchline. They kind of assumed they were going to cap that, I think, and in comes the BFF Uber. What a train wreck from Punchline this is. And, oh, there goes Flinn, and it's going to be capped out. Yeah, 3-0, Admirable. What a weird play.
It looked like it was going to work out for them, but Beaver, just cool as you like, man, walks up. He's like, nah, don't worry, guys, I'm plugging this. As the players on balcony were distracting, he got that scout pick, and then it was just a roll from there. That another sloppy Uber from K3. He must be feeling a little bit nervous, and we're going to see an aggressive Valley play here. Epsilon style push from BFF. They actually opt not to go up that right side, but Darn just pushes under there. Obviously feel he isn't doing much as Roamer opts to snipe on middle, and just walks under, gets a cheeky pick, gets a second one body shot onto Flinn here. Darn showing these whippersnappers how it's done. The old man of TF2 coming up with some big scope play here.
Yeah, Punchline are just giving them so much room for Darn to just get as many shots off. Actually, they've got a crit streak here. K3 pops it straight away, gets piped by Kaidus, and that's not going to do anything. It was a nice idea, I guess, but unfortunately it doesn't work out, and it's just Flinn and Flippy left alive as in comes Flippy, takes down Zebbosai, but just going to go down. Kind of just a, like, you know, last minute play, trying to do something before he needs to spawn back for last. Flint does get out though, so that's nice, but second point is just easily capped, and Darn's going to go forward and maybe try and get that demo man. Oh, just misses it, Admirable.
Oh, soldier in lobby though, Tech gets the force off. That guy is a bit of a beast, doesn't miss many rockets, but I'm not sure if it's going to have a big impact here. Kaidus tries to go in and recognises The game is up, drops back out again, and it's a crits creek here from Custom 3. K3 with the crits, Punchline ready for the push out. They've picked up 2 frags already, but they are 2 frags down themselves. They're going to go for it. Captainhax.
Cookie's for last, going for last. Cookie's behind. At the moment he's got 5 doms. I think there's a heavy on there and a soldier. Soldier's jumped away now. Cookie, is he going to go in for this? Flippy is the soldier on the heavy on last even. He's just waiting behind the point at the moment. I think he's waiting for some cap time on second before he goes for it. Yeah, is he going to go now? He needs to go. Maybe he doesn't. There's the heavy. Cookie versus Flippy. Oh, see you, Flippy.
Could you have timed it any better, Greg? Oh my god, that was just unbelievable game sense there from Cookie. Right until the last possible second, he gets it.
He's got 5 doms as well, Admirable. I think that's worth pointing out at the moment. That's pretty insane in a Prem game to have 5 doms. But we are rolling back out to middle, currently 4-0. Ooh. So we have to see how this plays out in middle. Of course, they kind of need to do something here. And kaidus actually gets really big bomb on him there from, I think it was from Tech, goes down. But Zebbosai and Darm both grabbing frags, Darm with 2. And actually it's just K3 left alive, going for the Ubersaw, which wouldn't really help because he's got a crit screen anyway.
Punchline just falling apart right now. I think that they have just sort of realised they've met their match. They're trying to get this over as quickly as possible. It seems 8 minutes left on the clock. This is VanillaTV, this is Premiership TF2, but right now Punchline looking a little bit outclassed, and we see Flinn putting up some stickies in the lobby for the Frenchmen, but they are at a massive uber disadvantage. They're going to have to pull out some huge utility play here on last with those heavies, with those snipers. No pyro in play right now, so Tech goes down already, and that is just exactly what they didn't need. Didn't get the force, didn't get anything done. That is a player down. It's 6 against 5. Uber comes in, there's Scout going water and a soldier on the point. They're making a big play for the point as kaidus rains stickies in there. They picked up 2 frags as well, Flippy and the heavy of Flippy and the Scout of Plapla down. And BFF are somehow trying to make a dog's dinner of this, allowing Punchline to regain position, but bybben sneaks in at the last minute, denies that soldier block, and that's going to be 5-0, Greg.
Yeah, that was just a train wreck of last defense again. After doing so well, you know, when it was 1-0 or 0-0 and they held last so many times. Unfortunately, Punchline don't manage to hold on again and try and push us back. But that is 5-0 to BFF, looking very strong, aren't they, Admirable?
Yeah, they are looking real good. Definitely seeing a bit of a gulf between the top 2 teams and everyone else below them at the minute. We've yet to see Crack Clan play though, but I'll ask you anyway, Greg, who is your man of the map? I think I know who it's going to be.
Yep, it's my old scout partner, of course, Cookie. So, yeah, definitely. He played absolutely insane on that game, and that back cap just topped it off, really. What about you, Admirable?
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I'm just being really lazy tonight. Agreeing with all your calls and decisions, Greg. So, yeah, that back cap was just beautiful, and, like you say, 5 doms. What's up with that? Just running rampant over them. My prediction of Punchline putting up any sort of a fight didn't come true. But I'll do a quick bit of promotion before we wrap things up for the VODs. You can check out ETF2L.org straight off, because this is the league that we are spectating. You can see a great interview series from myself interviewing the Premiership players there. We just had Captainhax most recently. Also head over to VanillaTF2.org. That's our main hub where you can see the match ticker, the articles, the casts and everything. Check us out on IRC if you are old school and hardcore. That's #VanillaTV on irc.quicknet.org. We're on Facebook now, man. We're getting with the technology. Facebook.com/VanillaTV.org. We've rebranded our Twitter. We're on the same account, but it is now at VanillaTV, no longer at VanillaTV.org. On YouTube, we are youtube.com/VanillaTV.org. You can see all the VODs and stuff up there. Hopefully, we've had a bit of a delay as Cube has disappeared for the last week. Hopefully, you can remedy that. SteamCommunity.com/groups/VanillaTV is where you can find our Steam community. Hopefully we can get more on there. We got our events and stuff, and we got Twitch. You're here already. Click that follow button. That is twitch.tv/VanillaTV. Anything to add, Greg?
I'm in awe of how you remember all of that. Seriously, I have no idea whatsoever.
You've seen the size of my head, mate. You know what's in there. Links.
I think Cube's actually got Freshers Week this week, so I doubt any of our VODs to be up until the end of this week, guys. So, but yeah, it's been a pretty fun night, ads, even if it was a roll. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. And yeah, pretty much it, isn't it, Admirable? Do you want to do the outro?
Yeah, I'll just let you guys know that you've been watching VanillaTV, and this has been Admirable with Greg and Comedian on the stream. This has been ETF2L Premier Division, Season 13, Week 2, second map, Punchline against BFF. It's going to be 2 maps in favour of BFF, taking the second one 5-0 on Gullywash. That's all she wrote.